Hello, this is the tutorial where we're gonna get this donut from week one, add some extra modifiers to add afterwards some pretty much we're gonna work with some textures, and materials, of course, mainly, but under the shading that workspace in Blender. So when we click here, we're gonna connect the principal BSDF to the principal BSDF, different nodes, shaders, in order to create some more complicated materials. This is the first lab. So let's get started with simple stuff. So we're gonna start with a dough. You remember it has a dough and an icing. So we're gonna start with the dough. I already have created added the subdivision modifier, and you can divide more, not too much, because it's gonna ruin your setup, because it's gonna freeze your computer actually. Let's start. You remember the first week I told you that we're gonna do more than that, like tweaking the surface like manually. It was not the best option, and this is why we need to do that now. So remember the displace modifier. That's why when I told you about this issue, like you don't have to like select all the area, the entire surface of the object or part of the surface of the object and drag them. You can do that with sculpting, of course, but in layout mode, you can also use a displace modifier. If you remember that, click new to add a new texture. You can name it as you wish. I'm going to leave the name. And then the texture, instead of selecting move image or movie, you can add noise. In this case, noise, sometimes Voronoi or clouds would be good. So you see that it deformed like completely the object. Don't worry, it's not deformed. I'm gonna play with the size a bit. Like I'm gonna like just increase it like to 0.3 here. That's okay. And play with the depth. Just try to increase it. Like I think like 7 would be okay. And maybe yeah, just leave it as it is, like 0.5 maybe. It's don't touch. It's okay. 0.5. Now you can see that it's not a donut, right? But the great impact comes with the modifier itself, right? So in the just select normals. You can also select a specific direction. In our case, normals work fine. And then play with the strength, right? You can increase the strength and have these kind of results, or decrease it and have your object something closer to your object. So I'm going to be careful here. I'm going to add something like that to the original object. If you go less, you can also get a good result. It's up to you. Like, let's add some bumpiness. Like, this looks like a fried one. So I'm gonna just go to 0.1 and say like 0.2 here and see how it is. I think that's good. Like, even a little bit less, like 0.15 would be great too, right? Yeah, I think that's good, right, for the dough. Even a little bit less, like 0.14 here, right? But yeah, the differences are fine, and mainly the mid-level. You can play with mid-level, like create the object as thick as you want, and now it's your object. I think it's very realistic, right? We can tweak it using sculpting, but that works fine, right? That's the second modifier you can add, create a good outlook. Not yet, we're not yet there. Like we have not added any materials, so you can also add solidify. That's completely optional. But yes, you can like leave it as it is, just for thickness and mainly for the offset part. Just improvise. Like you can add solidify. That's pretty good. Select even thickness, but it doesn't matter in here. It's gonna be okay. Only rim doesn't have meaning here, so that's your object, right? It's modified. It looks like a more natural dough. If you wanna like ease up the like make the surface a little bit smoother, you can like reduce the factors, right? Play with the solidify mainly, but I mainly play with the displays and subdivision, mainly the displays, right? You can reduce it a lot, and you're gonna have like a less bumpy surface. That's for this guy. Let's go to the shading now. Yes, you can also go to the sculpting before I go to the shading. Again, that's optional. There are many tools you can use. As an example, you can get the grab, right, brush like this guy and start like tweaking the surface using this one, right? Can you see the effects here? Let's make a smoother surface if you wanted to make it like that, right? And the strength is good. It's too much, I think. So I don't want that much strength. So I'm gonna just oh no, whoops, sorry, wrong. So just try to sculpt it as much as you want, right? Like go to fine details inside, up here. I know I have the cup up here. If you want something like that, it's great. Okay, you can experiment. I would say like inflate, smooth, and grease are great. In the meantime, I'm gonna screencast the keys in order to allow you to see them. So make sure to enable that. I'm going to enable that just to show you what I'm pressing here. So far I haven't pressed any shortcuts, but now maybe I will. So yeah, improvise, use like inflate, smooth, and crease maybe. Be careful because it's going to be very powerful. Would be great for your case, right? So next thing, that's the main topic I'm going to demonstrate for the dough first. I'm going to start with the dough, and then in the next one, we're going to continue with the icing, right? So go again to, I'm pressing tab now to go back to object mode. That's okay. Yeah, it didn't work, like it didn't go back. So go to select this guy, your dough, and click shading. As you know, shading is something different, but actually, yes, we can modify the surface of the object, but the classic computer graphics is a little bit different, right? I'm gonna move this up a little bit, like to see the full effect here. That's your object, right? As you can see, this object has this color on the surface. You can create any color you want, like as you already know how to do it, right? It's pretty easy. But in our case, we're gonna add something more. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add some different. If you check your support files, you see that I have some support files that correspond to different images. That actually there are 8 different images. So in our case, we're gonna just add 4 images. So image textures, excuse me. So go here. I'm gonna increase the size, like to have a better view. And Shift and A. Yeah, you cannot see it now because it's not in layout mode. If you go to layout, actually, yeah, we can add like a new surface underneath here and go to the shader editor to make your job easier. So go that, so you can see what I'm pressing. I hope so. Yes, you can see it. So now that's easy for you. It's smaller. That's the only issue. I'm gonna make some space. Every time you want to create a new window, just go here and drag, right? So I'm gonna add Shift A, texture, image texture. Sorry, guys. I always create 4, right? Just set them like that, just to keep them organized. Right now, there's no other reason here, and we have 4. Right. The first will be used to add the base color. So open this guy. I'm gonna go back to my week, to week 5. So if you go to you can go to your assets, or the name of the extracted folder is assignment 5 files. So open this, go to the assets, find the icing, the donut, and then go to dough. Right. So I'm gonna use in our case the albedo, which is the base color in this guy, and connect the color here, the base color. Right. I won't use the 4th one. I'm going to use the 4th one in the next example. Like, let's keep it simple. I have a second normal map, but I need the second example. I mean the icing, basically. So next is what? The normal. Right. So click here, open, go back, find your folder, assets, and go to donut, dough, and there's a normal here, right? Can you see the normal file? I told you it's bluish, right? Because it works on the Z axis, on the Y axis. Excuse me, the Z axis. My bad here. Go and connect it to the normal, and single image repeat sRGB. Just for clarity, no, don't use the color, right? Remove the color because it's gonna add some bluish color if it's for normals. Okay, because normals have blue color. You can see the image actually. As you saw in the image, it's like a blue, greenish, like mainly blue color. So that's why we need to just select no color, just the bumpiness. Okay, so we remove the color information and we keep the bumpiness. Open the last one. That's typical here. Open that. Donut, dough. And let's do the roughness. Right, that's a roughness map now. Connect it here. Instead of using your roughness, you're going to use this new one. You can do the same here. We don't need the color information. And that's it. That's your new dough. Right. You can play with it. We can change things. Like roughness is okay against this color. But yeah, that's my dough. Right. It changes entirely because I added mainly now a good practice would be to reduce the impact of the strength of displays. Can you see? You make it more natural now. Output. Having like a bump map, normal map, the same thing. But if you have a huge strength in the display, it's going to be like a little bit unnatural. So you can play with this value, with the strength, the mid-level, even with solidify. Like we can play up and down with solidify to create some fine detail, or mainly the thickness in this guy, right? So play and see how thick you want it. Okay, so that's a dough part of this object. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to modify the icing.